Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our today's topic of presentation is management of diabetes. Diabetes is a very vast subject. It's a specialty, you can say, or in other words, you can say it's just one line. Random blood sugar more than 200 gives fragile and diabetes. But this is not the diabetes. So diabetes is, you can say, a C of the medicine. What is diabetes? It's a group of diseases characterized by high levels of blood glucose resulting from defects in insulin production, action, or both. The term describes a metabolic disorder of multiple etiology characterized by chronic hyperglycemia with disturbances of all carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism resulting from defects in insulin secretion, action, or both. The effects of diabetes include long-term damage, dysfunction, and the failure of various organs. So, you can say diabetes involves all the specialties of medicine and surgery. That's why this topic was chosen for presentation. Although every one of us knows about diabetes, the worldwide prevalence of diabetes has risen dramatically for past 2 decades from an estimated 30 million cases in 1985 to 463 million in 2019. And it's expected to be 642 million by the year 2040. So common, you can say. The prevalence in 2019 was the number one is China. There was 116.4 million people. Second one, India, 77 million. Then USA, 31 million. And fourth one is Pakistan, 19.4 million. You can say just in this 2.2, in this population, 19.4 million diabetic means Pakistan is the number one, you can say, in the world. Classification so simple: type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is due to insulin deficiency. It was formerly known as insulin dependent juvenile onset diabetes as well. Type 2, it is a combined insulin resistance and related to insulin deficiency condition, and is frequently known as type 2 non-insulin dependent adult onset diabetes. Another one is gestational diabetes. Gestational, developing during some cases of pregnancy in the second and third trimester. Usually it disappears after pregnancy, but can persist. It can develop into type 2 diabetes in, you can say, 40% of the patients. And this type 2 diabetes, it can happen even up to 20 years, 10 to 20 years. So, lady who developed gestational diabetes, later on, she is on the risk to develop type 2 diabetes within 10 to 20 years. So, it's mandatory to monitor the diabetes in such a lady. Normally, every person after 40 years of age should be monitored for diabetes after every 3 years. But in case of gestational diabetes, every year they should be supported. Secondary diabetes as we know, there are many other causes of diabetes. They result due to other medical condition, due to treatment or medical condition. They causes abnormal blood glucose level like Cushing syndrome, steroid administration, iatrogenic Cushing or primary Cushing, you can say, hyperthyroidism, pseudochromocytoma. Etiology of type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is basically it's autoimmune disease. There is selective destruction of cells by T cells. Several circulating antibodies against cells have been identified, like islet cell antibodies, gate antibodies. So, cause of autoimmune attack is still unknown. Both genetic and environmental factors are involved here. And regarding etiology of type 2 diabetes, number one is the response to insulin is decreased. You can say that the insulin resistance is there. So decreased uptake of the glucose into muscle and the fat and even liver, increased glucose production by the liver due to gluconeogenesis and glycogenolysis. The mechanism of insulin resistance is still unclear. Both genetic and environmental factors are also involved in type 2 diabetes as well. But the gene has not been identified yet. It is concordance, genetic concordance. HLA, DR2 and DR3 is associated with HLA, DR2 and DR3. Post-insulin receptor defect is also there. Risk factors for type 1, number one is genetic predisposition. In an individual with a genetic predisposition and even such as virus or toxin triggers autoimmune destruction of beta cells probably over a period of 7 years. Usually Coxsackie virus is blamed here, but it's not confirmed yet. For type 2 diabetes risk factor, number one, family history, second is obesity, sedentary lifestyle, previously identified impaired glucose, that is called pre-diabetes. So, impaired fasting or impaired glucose tolerance are renal disease. Hypertension is also a risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes mellitus. Dyslipidemia. Clinical manifestations, everyone knows about the clinical manifestations. In type 1, polyuria, polydipsia, polyphagia, weight loss, weakness, dry skin, ketoacidosis, and into also polyuria, polydipsia, polyphagia, and fatigue. Fatigue is one of the symptoms which patient can develop the only symptom as well, fatigue. So if a patient comes to you with the fatigue, we must be screened for diabetes as well. Also weight loss. Weight loss is one of the presentation without other manifestations. If a man comes to you and the history is about weight loss, so you should look for diabetes along with other investigations. Most patients are discovered while performing urine glucose screening. So asymptomatic patients, you can say 40 to 50% patients, they are asymptomatic and usually urine screening is detected. The clinical manifestations we have seen frequent urination, unexplained weight loss, increased thirst, excessive fatigue. In some patients, weight gain as well. slow healing of the wounds, excessive sleep, blurring of vision. Blurring of vision, why? If there is no complication of diabetes, even just
मेडिकल डॉक्टर स्पेशलिस्ट होते हैं तो भी मिसडाइग्नोज करते हैं हमारी प्रेगनेंसी में ओजीटीटी की ये आरसीटी WHO की गाइडलाइंस ये
सही. Now we will come to the management. What are the goals of management? Number one, to reduce the symptoms. A specialist coming does not prohibit the consumption of any one type of food. Another one, the most important, after diabetes, exercise. It's essential part of diabetes. Increases insulin sensitivity as well, lowers blood glucose level, decrease insulin resistance, take small carbohydrate snacks during exercise to prevent hypoglycemia. This is for type 1 diabetes or type 2 diabetes who are on insulin. If the patient is taking insulin, then you should educate your patient that he can develop hypoglycemia after strenuous exercise. So, before exercise, he must take some snacks, or he should do the exercise after it. It's better for an early evening, we should do the exercise in empty stomach. It's good. But for diabetic patients who are on insulin, they should do the exercise after eating, so you can prevent the risk of hypoglycemia. We know hypoglycemia is more dangerous than hyperglycemia. So exercise after means monitor blood glucose level before, during, and after exercise. Self-monitoring of blood glucose. Now we come to the pharmacological treatment. We know about insulin for type 1 and then type 2. Regarding the drugs, sulfonamide, ureas, then we will discuss everyone in detail. Levonides, thiazolidinediones, alpha-glucosidase inhibitors, incretin mimetics, DPP-4 inhibitors, amylin analogs, and the SGLT2 inhibitors. We come to the insulin first. Exogenous insulin required for all patients with type 1 diabetes. And for type 2 diabetes, whose diabetes is not controlled by other drugs. Usually, patients after 10 to 15 years, if their diabetes is controlled with 2 archery drugs, then it's good. If it's not controlled, then this is not wise to put on another drugs. Just put them on insulin. Their well-being will be good. Their body aches, pains, they are vanished, and then you can prevent them from complications as well. Source of insulin. Yes. So, non-diabetic, as I can say, its action is like as I. Diuretics, they should be avoided in case of hypertension. So, if a diabetic patient comes to you with hypertension, you should not give diuretics. Corticosteroids, you know, oral contraceptives, they can induce hyperglycemia. Streptozin, phenytoin, all these drugs, they can increase the blood glucose. Increase insulin production by pancreas, the oral agents, they supply ureas, they act in the pancreas. Where they act, usually they act on the potassium channel, and then the insulin is released from pancreas. Reduce glucose production by liver as well, enhance insulin sensitivity and glucose transporting to cell. So this overall I have mentioned, but individually we will mention in the next slide. The sulfonylureas, they stimulate the pancreatic secretion of insulin. First generation, second generation sulfonylureas, first stone, glutamate, chlorpromide, and exotic. Second generation is limepiride, lipizide, and lipizide. Fortunately, now we have the option of using many other good drugs. We will discuss in the next slides. So we should try to avoid initially sulfonylureas. Why? Because the mechanism of action we have seen here, they stimulate to release the insulin. If the storage of insulin will be finished in the pancreas, then the patient will automatically go for insulin therapy sooner. That's why we can save sulfonylureas for many years as well by giving another drugs. One. And another one, the risk of sulfonylurea is to develop hypoglycemia as well, which is not seen in other drugs. Sulfonylureas should be our third choice, not the first and second choice. Side effects: hypoglycemia, hyponatremia as well, weight gain in abundance of sulfonylureas. Meglitinides, ripamylinide, nitiginide, they stimulate the pancreatic secretion of insulin. They also act on the potassium channel like sulfonylureas, but on different mode of action. They should be given before meal or with the first bite of each meal. Should not be taken if meal is skipped. Lower incidence of hypoglycemia. The beauty is they have lower incidence of hypoglycemia as compared to sulfonylureas. Biguanides, very good drugs. The metformin is one of the biguanide. Acts by reduces fatty glucose production, increases peripheral glucose utilization, does not promote weight gain, even produces weight loss as well. The side effects are not too much. Just non-specific side effects. We can say nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or abdominal discomfort only. Nothing else. Lactic explosive is very, very, very rare. So our drug of choice should be biguanides first. Glitazones, they are thiazolidine diols. They act by PPAR gamma receptor. By stimulation of this PPAR gamma reduces insulin resistance in the periphery and possibly in the liver, most effective in those with insulin resistance. In insulin resistance, you can aid it with the insulin as well. Edema, but cautiously in case of heart failure. Edema and weight gain are the most common side effects. And another use of these thiazolidine diols is in case of fatty liver. The only drug which is approved for fatty liver is this thiazolidine diol. Alpha glucosidase inhibitors, A-carboz, mylitol, they act by directly, they slow down the absorption of carbohydrate in small intestine. They prevent the breakdown of sucrose and complex carbohydrates, and then result reduction of postprandial blood glucose rise. The side effects is abdominal discomfort. Amylin analog, indicated for type 1 and type 2 diabetics as well. Amylin analog, administered subcutaneously, i.e. or abdomen, slows gastric emptying, reduces postprandial glucagon secretion, increases satiety, example is trend diet. They can be given in type 1 diabetes also. Trend diet. Another one, very good drug, which is incretin. This is a synthetic peptide given by subcutaneous injection. They activates GLP-1 receptor. This results in stimulation of release of insulin from beta cells. They suppress glucagon secretion, reduces food intake, slows gastric emptying. This should not be given with insulin. The examples are exenatide, liraglutide, and semaglutide. So, what is GLP-1? What is GLP? Why the carbohydrate is important in case of diabetes? If glucose is high due to carbohydrate, we can stop the carbohydrate, but it's not like it. It's because of this action, this physiology. What is physiology? If we take carbohydrates in our stomach, two chemicals are released. Number one is this GLP-1. GLP-1 means glucagon-like peptide. Another one is GIP. Glucose-induced GIP abbreviation is glucose-induced polypeptide like that. So GIP and GLP-1, these chemicals, if they are released, then the primary work of here is to block the alpha cells. Alpha cells. Our beta cells, they can produce insulin, but alpha cells, they produce glucagon. And the main culprit is this glucagon, which can induce all the process to develop hyperglycemia like gluconeogenesis, glycogenolysis. So if we will block the glucagon, we can prevent the patient to develop hyperglycemia. So this is a natural mechanism. This GLP-1 is released in case of if you take carbohydrate. If you will not take carbohydrate, it will not be released, like GLP-1. So this GLP-1, the drugs, they are made to activate this GLP-1 here receptor, to activate here receptor. GLP-1 receptors are found in the body in many parts as well. So number one, their action is to decrease the glucose. Another action is to delay the gastric emptying. So if they delay the gastric emptying, obviously there will be less hyperglycemia as well. And another one is weight will be decreased. So many GLP-1 now they are indicated in case of non-diabetic patients just to decrease the weight as well. And the receptors of GLP-1 they are found in brain as well. So that's why the diet is also decreased. This diet is decreased due to the stimulation of the receptors which are found in hypothalamus. These results food intake slow gastric emptying. So the main, but they are available in injectable forms, not in oral form. Another one is DPP-4 inhibitor. DPP-4 inhibitor, basically, what is DPP-4? DPP-4 is enzyme which break down.
मेडिकल डॉक्टर स्पेशलिस्ट होते हैं तो भी मिसडायग्नोज करते हैं हमारी प्रेगनेंसी में ओजीटीटी की ये RCOTW जो गाइडलाइंस ये
सही. Now we will come to the management. What are the goals of management? Number one, to reduce the symptoms. A patient is coming